Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video we're going to open up some more of these Jungle Heavy packs. This is from the new box that we just did, or that we just opened in the last video. So we've got some of the long heavy booster packs, and I'm going to show you guys a few things. I didn't have time to wait for the mail to come back the day before I recorded this video because my daughter, she's presenting her first science project, and that's going to be going down about 1 o'clock or so, so I need to be there about 12, and I got to Zoom afterwards. So instead of putting this video off for another couple days, I want to at least open these up. But I'm going to show you a few other things. The first thing I'm going to show you, the Neo Discovery Japanese booster packs. Because sales have basically slowed down really far on these, I want to go ahead and push them through. So I believe the price is at $250 or so right now. If you send me an email saying that you want some of these, I'll knock $75 off of the pack, and that'll be valid for the next week. So you can take your time on it, or if you think they're going to sell through quickly, just go ahead and grab them. Remember, these are box fresh. We opened up the seal here on the channel, and that will be just so that we can go ahead and move out the last of these. And so if you're interested, send me an email saying that you heard it on this video and you'd like to tell me how many packs you want, and I'll send you an invoice. Next up, I'm going to show you something kind of cool. I'm going to show these to you right here. Some of you have seen these before. These are actually, right off the bat, you're going to notice they have square corners, which that's not the cool part about. I mean, that is kind of cool, but these are actually test printed cards. If you look at the surface, they're glossy, whether you can tell or not, through this shiny BGS case with the ring light. And then on the back, just to further prove it, they're white. And what we have going on here is, when I bought these from a former print designer, I got a lot of stuff off of them. The same guy I got the other match prints and the FPO cards off of. He was telling me basically they were just for image. They were used to test the images and, you know, dial in the tones and that kind of stuff. But I remember the first one I looked at actually said fully on the back, if you guys can read it, but it's the start of match. But it says match print. It has animation, has commercial base on the back of it. I think it says Digitone as well. But I call them match prints, and that's where the name come from. So these are the match print cards, and I sold most all of them through either to personal collectors or through eBay, like auctions a while back. But I did keep these two. I might have a few other that I bought back, but I kept these two because they were my favorite too. I should have kept the Charizard. I didn't. There were indeed 2 different Charizards you could get. Most of these have only 2 of them out there. There are a few cards that had 4, and as far as I know, only 1 card has been destroyed. There is a story behind that one, but I really always liked this Mewtwo, and of course I like the Mew. I thought it was a good pair kind of to go with it. And you can see up here that BGS did label them as, they put them as two separate words, match and then print, but it's just one word, and I think they just would have graded really anything that I would have sent to them. But anyways, they like I said, I personally know where they come from, and he wasn't trying to like pump them up or, you know, get a huge price from them. He sold them to me for literally like dollars, you know, a piece. So, and I just thought they were cool. He was a designer. He had a lot of other stuff that came with the stuff that I bought from him. So it all made sense to me that they are real, and they were indeed, you know, authentically printed through Pokemon, and they were never meant to be Pokemon cards, so they're not authentic cards. I mean, I guess you could say, but I can't remember if you can scan in the dot codes or not and get anything. But now we'll jump into the opening. So first we're going to start off with this one pack here. When we do zoom in on my fingers a little bit, they may look a little, they might have a little bit of white to it. I've been washing my hands quite a bit lately. I handle cards a lot, so I'm always washing my hands, but the main reason is I have been doing a lot more lately because of the pollen. Pollen here is really, I mean, it's really laying on thick right now. Between that and, you know, just, you know, you want to keep your hands clean when you handle other people's cards. But I thought I would mention that in case some of you are like, man, he needs a manicure. Yeah, I probably do need a manicure. I don't get those. It's something that my wife gets, but no, for the most part, actually, I prefer my calluses, at least in this part. It's like my fingertips still stay soft, I guess, from handling cards quite often, but the palm of my hand and the rest of the part in there, actually, I do like the calluses because I do work outside a good bit. And it's very useful when you're opening up like 100 of these boxes and you're just ripping through the cardboard so you don't get cardboard cuts. because that is a thing. Alright, now these are all heavy packs. So we've got 3 here that are heavy. Unweighed, we did have some of those bought, but those are shipped out. Alright, so this is for Cody. There's your Hollow Man. That looks like it's looking really good around the borders. I'm not seeing any white dots, which is nice. We'll check it out here in a second. Go hang out with Mewtwo for a minute. Alright. So, Cody, your first card is a Jigglypuff. Nice start to the commons. Got Nidoran, Execute, Meowth. Got the Eevee. Nice. Can we get a Pikachu? Pokeball. Nice. Got the Pikachu. What's the other one we want? We want Meowth. Oh, well, you got a Butterfree. Oh, wait, we got the Meowth. So we got the Meowth, Eevee, Pikachu, and Jigglypuff. And you got the Butterfree. You did it. You did it. You hit the top 5 non-hollows and got Execute. But I guess you could say some of the other uncommons would be better, like maybe Rapidash or something than the Meowth. And then Cubone, you know, a lot of people probably like Cubone a little bit better. But here's the main chase card. You bought a heavy pack, you get a hollow. Ooh, a Clefable. So the centering definitely isn't perfect, but conditions looking really nice. Look at those corners, man, those corners look great. Do we see any print lines? What do you guys think? You see any? I don't. Man, if that centering was a little bit more on cue, I'd say this has a shot at a 10, which is pretty rare for me to say with jungle packs. Unless there is a print line on the right. Yeah, there's a few tiny print lines on the right. Really got to strain to look at them, to see them, but they're there. It's got good color, too. So congrats, Cody, on your heavy jungle booster pack. Pulled yourself a Clefable. Let's go ahead and set these off to the side. What do you guys think of these new thumbnails? A guy approached me, and I've had so many people approach me about thumbnails, but he was pretty simple. He said, hey, I charge $5. Here's a sample of one. And then I asked him if he could do it quick, and he responded quickly and said, you know, relatively, yeah. Usually it doesn't take but a couple hours, you know, depending on what time of day it is or whatever. And so far it's been working out, so I'm going to use him for now. Let me know what you guys think about it. I told him I'd ask the audience to see if we can get some feedback on it. Alright, so these 2 packs here, these are for Leo. Now he said he's looking for some evolutions. Well, he didn't say it just like that. I think he said something on pull some evolutions so my wife doesn't make me sleep on the couch. So we're going to start off with an Eevee again. Hopefully that doesn't mean you pull a Clefable. Alright, pack number 1. See a tiny white dot on the bottom left of this one. Centering looks good on the back side, so maybe this is a, I guess, yeah, I mean, it might be a different sheet. Alright, so we start off with the Jigglypuff again. Nidoran, Execute, Meowth, Eevee. Was it Pokeball, then Pikachu next? Oh! And then Butterfree? Oh wait, no, so I guess the uncommons wouldn't line up. You got the Rhydon, which is a good uncommon. But I think you had the same mapping of the commons as you did that other pack, so that's pretty cool. Here we go. For your hollow. Electrode. Now, I will say, centering is much better on this one, so I would say this is probably a different hollow sheet. Not seeing anything in the hollow. We pulled a couple of electrodes now. Those top edges look great. I think I saw, yeah, a little white dot over here. You can see I've been washing my hands just a little bit extra. So for those of you who are manicure OCD, I apologize. Alright, Leo, one more pack. At least you have an Eevee. But to get that Flareon, Jolteon, or Vaporeon, it's going to have to happen in this pack. Now, we do have more of these heavy packs available. We have plenty more unweighed as of now. Well, as of when I'm recording this, we should. There's quite a few more packs available. Basically the equivalent of 4 booster boxes compared to what we had before. See if I can get it. Oh, we'll get it up here. I hate doing it left-handed. There we go. I'm a righty. Alright, after 5 seconds of silence, your hollow is going to go hang out with Mew and Mewtwo. But you're starting off with a Pikachu. Best start of the day. Goldeen, Venonat, Nidoran, Mankey, Execute, Jigglypuff, nice, Tauros, Weepinbell, and Rapidash. Rapidash is probably my second favorite uncommon from that set. What about you guys? What's your favorite non-holographic, like non-rare card? For me, it's like the Butterfree, and I like Pikachu, but probably Eevee. I think it is a good representation of the jungle set. Alright. For your holo. Ooh, didn't pull the Vaporeon, the Jolteon, or the Flareon. Got an Electrode and a Mr. Mime, but both of them seem to have really good color. I'm not seeing like any chipping around the edge on this one, like even silver and kind of pulling through it all. I'm not seeing a print line. I remember the first time I ever saw a Mr. Mime. I was standing in front of the motel where I was living at, and there was a guy. He was living in another room and with his parents, and he was wanting to sell me a Machamp for $10. And then I saw Mr. Mime. I think he was like 8 because he was good in a deck. I ended up buying the Machamp. Back then, that was big money. That was a lot of money for a kid. Very tiny white dot at that top right, and I see a little white dot here on the bottom left, but definitely more visible. Alright, Leo, I'm sorry, bud. We did not pull evolutions other than the Eevee that was in your, the common one, but no holo evolution. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're interested in packs, as always, feel free to reach out. Keep in mind the Neo Discovery, $75 off for anyone who reaches out through email, sale on those. Thanks.